morning. Happy Saturday. Take the dog for a little walk before I go to work. Grateful, man. For what? Just for the willpower. It's kind of what I'm learning about myself. I have the willpower. I have the action mind state to just get things done. I have, productivity. I don't know if I have bird crap on my window, but I think I'm gonna rinse it off or I'll fire off. Never mind, I'll just go to in a couple of days I'll go to the car wash place because they have like a power washer thing I like to use. Besides that, life is good. I woke up this morning, I did a little exercise, took a shower, walked the dog a little in the morning. I'm gonna walk him again before I go to work. I'm gonna leave the house about 12. So it's just been a constant motion morning, just keeping my energy where I want it. And just staying grateful, I'm grateful, that I was raised with the family I was raised. I'm grateful because, I got whoopings, and that taught me a lot. That built my character. That taught me how to deal with pain in a certain way, which is not, for me as an adult, sometimes how I deal with things are not the way I want to deal with it. Why? Because it's out of anger, it's out of judgment, it's out of belittling people. It's out of so many different words I can use. But by how I was raised, it makes me more motivated to do things just because I want to do it, I'm not really trying to be better than nobody. I'm just trying to be better than the person I was yesterday. At work, I can see certain people's characters, but I judge them, right? Because I say they're lazy, or I say they don't want to do this and that, but the reality is we choose to say yes or no. And I choose to say yes because it keeps me busy. That's the main thing. I work at a baseball stadium. I'm not a baseball stadium, and I'm really not like a baseball fan like that. I do talk to the fans and people that go inside the stadium. It's because I work a section sometimes, so I might work the escalator and I help people find their way throughout the ballpark. But my idea is to stay busy. I don't like to stand there and do nothing. Maybe it's just my genetics. Maybe it's just the way I was raised, because I was raised to do chores and to just, do things around the house to make the house look better. And I've always had that mindset of I want to make something better because I'm there. up sometimes because, like, you know, I want to judge people and I want to fucking throw a little fit like a little fucking 5-year-old kid, because I can see the non-productivity in people. I can see people using certain people, which is myself. But I think that's just a program thing that's going on inside of me that I was so subconscious of, or how I react to it, you know? Like last night, you know, I was doing something, somebody asked me to do something, but I felt like they were in their little powwow, like, but I don't even know if this is true or not. This is just an assumption. They were laughing and looking at me and stuff, and the lady came up to me and said, "Oh, can you do this, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Is that why you guys are laughing?" I'm like, "Okay, where's the wheelchair at?" And, because I had to do a wheelchair run. And then I was going to walk to get the wheelchair. It's kind of far. And then my mind was saying, these fucking people are lazy, they don't want to do shit, they're just complaining about this shit. But the reality is I wanted to do it, so that's where I was catching the programming. You know, you got 3 adults that are mobile, able to do something, and they don't want to do it. Why? I don't know. I could use my ignorance on the whole thing, right? Say they're lazy, say they're this, say they're that. They just don't want to do it. Do they need a reason? No. Like some people don't want to exercise. Do they need a reason? No, they just don't give a fuck about how they look. Same thing with the people that didn't want to do the wheelchair run. You know, are they lazy? No, they just don't want to fucking do it. Why? Maybe they want to watch the game. Maybe they want to watch there was fireworks last night. Maybe they want to do that. I don't fucking know, you know what I mean? I'm not here to think for other people, even though I try to, because my ignorant fucking mind always wants to be right all the time. This is just a rant. I'm not better than the next person, but that's just what I've seen last night. Like, people don't want to put the effort in to, like, challenge themselves. And that's kind of a sad existence. And they're my age or they're even older. But I'm noticing that people just say shit to say shit, which I've been noticing. They want to say things that are positive, but they're not really living that reality of their own positivity. But you know what? It is what it is. I live my life a certain way, and I accept my life the way I live it. But then it's always that complaining mind that fucking always fucks me up. And maybe I'm just logically thinking, or I don't even know. No, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm learning as I go. I'm learning each task. I'm learning each character. I'm just learning. And here we go, walking around this world, worrying about what fucking people think, and they're for what? You know what? I tell myself they don't put the effort in that I put in every day. I fucking work out like a lot, like I do exercise almost every day of my fucking life, right? You know how hard that is? That's fucking hard. Why? Because I accept the challenge. I'm not better than nobody, but I just try to milk life for what I can milk it for, man. I don't want to be just a fucking slob walking around in this world, a fucking lazy fuck. A person that's full of fucking excuses and fucking blaming. Oh, I'm fucking too tired. Oh, I worked too much last night. Or I did this, or I did that. It's like, who gives a fuck, man?
Hey, welcome in.
What's up, man? Good to see you. So, that's just kind of where I'm at in my age and my reality, you know? Then I ask myself, why the fuck do I get mad? Because these fucking people they're just there to make their money and fucking go Not everybody is like me, which I'm grateful for. And I was raised older, like 23, 24, by my mom, and she's a go-getter, so I'm the same way. Oh, shit. So anyway, this is just a fucking little rant. I'm gonna walk the dog and just fucking do my best to enjoy my reality. Peace.